We are going for Jeff Chabot.
My name is Jeff.
I like Jeff. I had him before quite a while back when I first started Sorare. I've got he's here currently for £7. Right, he's got an L5 of 62, so you can tell he's in shit hot form. He's L15 of 53. But again, semi-pro players don't have to worry about that. In his last game since he's starting this season, he's been there for much longer, as you can see here. But as you can see from the back end of last season and this season, in the last 3 months from game week 399, he has been getting himself a total 24.3 AA score. A team like Cologne is, I think, fantastic. You can see here 26, 37, 35. You know, everyone's prone to a bad game every now and again, but so far he seems to be doing really well. Defensively, he's quite solid. I think they're using more for a possession base, so his passing is really solid. You can see here, duels, 1 interceptions, long passes into opposition half. He's got it all in that sense. So he does really well with that. So at least you don't need him to get you a clean sheet. You need those defenders who can get you in the 70s, even here. 90s mark. He does get himself a decisive, like a clearance off the line or even a goal every now and again. For £7, Cologne centre back, 25. Got another 3 years left on his contract. It'd be worth one of you guys picking him up. It's completely up to you. Do your own research, like I say in every video. But that's pick number 1. I've got the veteran here. I've got the veteran Mats Hummels. Everyone knows him. 67 L15, 79 L5. So again, like Chabot, he's in shit hot form. As you can see here, from game week 399, from the start of this season, 92, 51, 98. He actually got 2 goals the other day. Still didn't come out with 100. Might be a bit weird, but 98.8, 2 goals, 28.84 all-round score. Again, very solid player. Don't need to speak much about him because you know who he is. So he's obviously got utility in the Champions League as well. So that's someone else you can use if you ever decide to upgrade your gallery, or if you're just using the semi-pro basis. Solid player, solid pick, and £8.90 as well. I think it's just purely down to his age and that his contract ends in a year, so about 9 months. So again, go for it if you choose. Next offender, I've gone for Odilon Kosunu. Yeah, Kosunu. Kosunu.
1 eternity later.
Yeah, anyway, I got him. Under 23 till 2025, July 1st. And he's got a contract till June 30th, 2026. You can see on screen here. L15 of 52, L5 of 55. As you can see here, he also has Europa League utility, which is obviously brilliant. Apparently people are guessing that he's pretty much going to start. As he has been in the last games, 90, 81, 90 and 90 since the start of this season. Obviously, we know Leverkusen have been in really good form. They got a really good draw the other day, a tough fixture away to Bayern. I feel like they're going to be surely top 2 this season. Hopefully, win it just to change it up in the Bundesliga. But anyway, nonetheless, he's from Côte d'Ivoire, not Ivory Coast, as other people know him. He is good, as I said. He's only just started to really get game time this season, so his pass isn't really too good. As you can see here, he's just all like sub appearances and. Then he gets in and a sub appearance, and he's benched, and he gets 45 minutes. So, as of this season, it looks like he's been given the opportunity. He seems to be grasping that opportunity really well, as are Leverkusen, and they've got a solid team all round. So again, for somebody of this quality right now, I can't see anyone else taking over him at the moment. Yeah, as I believe Leverkusen play like a back 5, where they have Grimaldo as almost like a left mid, and then Frimpong as a right mid, or wing back, or whatever you want to call him. And then the 3 centre-backs are usually Tar, Tapsoba and Kasunu. So he seems to be solid for that. I can't see Hincapi taking over or anyone else down here either. So again, I feel like he's going to be starting. His place looks solid. And for the player in general, he could be well worth the pickup at £9 as well. And under 23 if you ever choose to get a youthful gallery. And then want to go into under 23s eventually. So up to you, completely up to you. Okay, now we've gone on to the Brazilian lad from Frankfurt. So we've gone for Tuta. He does have under 23 utility only till next year, July, as you can see here, but he is 24. Contract again for another 3 years left in him as well, so that's brilliant to hear. Looks like a guy who could, when the going goes tough, he doesn't probably score all too often or very well. But when he does play and he does, and Frankfurt do well, as you can see here, he seems to be, in amongst the dark greens and the latter end of that. So again, somebody who's a good little pickup, £6.64 at the moment of recording. Also has Europa Conference League midweek utility as well, so that's someone for you to also check out. So yeah, could be well worth a pop for anybody who's looking for a solid defender out there. And Frankfurt themselves, I don't think they've hit the ground running so far. I think they're drawing a lot as of the start of this season. 1 win, draw, and draw. So I think they just got 1 win and 3 draws. So they ain't lost yet, but they ain't doing the best that I think they can possibly do, probably because they've lost Moani, so they're probably not scoring as much. But anyway, Tuta, that's your next pick. We've got Kevin Stoiger, or Stodger. It's probably Stoiger, sounds better. Sounds more Austrian anyway. But yeah, plays for Bochum. They are against Bayern next, so I think when this video goes out, they would have played. So if he does well in that, pick him up, I feel. So he's in really good form at the moment. As you can see here, L5 is 66. I do anticipate to go a bit more further down, being Bochum. But this guy does do really well. As far as I'm aware, he's the main penalty taker, corner taker, and free kick taker as well. So he's amongst it all, as you can see here as well. Getting himself a goal from last time, an assist, a goal. He's amongst it all with the decisives. Probably wasn't AA capable. I mean, he can hit 20, etc. then to hopefully go alongside a decisive. So, but like I said, I anticipate to slow down. But for £6 as well, for somebody who's doing really well at the moment and shit hot form, could be well worth it for one of years. So it seems to be playing centrally. So again, Austrian bloke, £6. Mario Götze now, the German winner, German World Cup winner, getting on now, 31 years of age. He's currently at Frankfurt, has a contract for another couple of years. Again, like the defender I said before, he also has midweek utility with the Europa Conference League as well, which I believe they should do quite well in. He is, from what I can see, he is a set piece taker alongside Max in the team. So again, that's someone who can help you get amongst the decisives with an assist or get among the big chances created, etc. Plays in the cam role, done all right so far, but we know he's capable of a bit better. So he can hit those the green marks from when he does play well. But again, like I said before, in the defender prior to Götze, he's Frankfurt aren't doing the best, I don't think. So I think they can do a whole lot more. And yeah, for just under £8, it could be well worth it for one of you. To help you push you past to get up in the leaderboard or hit a nice tier 3 or 4. So Leandro Barreiro, under 23 utility on him till next year, halfway through next year anyway, in July. Has a contract till the end of next season as well, so he should be staying firm. Mainz aren't the best of teams in the league, but he is, maybe a diamond in the rough or whatever you want to call it. Scored a goal the other day in their 3-1 loss to Stuttgart. But again, somebody who can get you those green scores when the team decides to play up, and he is a big main part of them, very pivotal part of Mainz's attack. So if they kick on, he kicks on, could be well worth a punt at 5.30. As I said, somebody again under 23 utility as well for him as well. Even his rare is only a 50. So yeah, that's why I'd take a punt at someone like him. As you can see, he can just get amongst the greens and the dark scores, and he can get 100. So yeah, for his country. So again, up to you guys, do what you want to do. But my last midfielder of Roland Salai, £6.50 floor price as a recording. Plays for Freiburg. Freiburg are doing all right at the moment. Yeah, they're doing okay. I mean, they did a lot better last season this time around, I believe, having lost. But they have lost against Dortmund and then 5-0 to Stuttgart, which Stuttgart's, I think, doing above expectations at the moment, but it's only early season, only 4 games in. But we know obviously Freiburg can do a lot better than what they're doing currently. Again, somebody who you can use midweek Europa League utility here for you, as well as obviously you can use them obviously in the Bundesliga. Anyone who doesn't care, who's just doing Bundesliga semi-pro, again, I still feel like this guy's a great shout for you. As you can see from the end of last season and start of this season, I think he's doing really well. He can get you amongst the decisives when he hits them, getting the goals, assists, etc. Can even get some decent AA, 11, 15, 22, 27. So again, very similar pattern that I've picked from the remainder of these players, have been when the team's not done very well, they're not particularly doing well. So again, put them in maybe some fixtures that are very preferable and winnable for them, and maybe against teams that aren't doing very well at the moment. So for example, they've got Augsburg coming up at home. So again, it says here 60 average score. So that's something that I would, throw him into as well. But again, he can surprise you, as you can see here. He does play again for Hungary. So again, there's extra utility for him when and where UEFA Nations League comes up, or in Euros or anything like that if they are in it. So again, great extra utility for you guys for that as well. So that's just my quick summary on him. 26 years of age, has a 2 years left on his contract as well. So okay, and I'll finish off on an attacker. I've gone for Kevin Behrens, Union Berlin striker. Again, someone who has Champions League midweek utility. It's a common theme in this one, but again, it's for anyone who wants to see, who has maybe a Bundesliga pro team and wants to venture out midweek. He is someone you can take a pop on. £7.44 at the moment of recording. As you can see here, from the start of this season, from game week 399, he got himself 4 goals in total in the first 2 games. Then they played Leipzig. Then they were away to Wolfsburg. So I'd take those 2 games maybe with a pinch of salt. Wolfsburg are doing all right at the moment. Currently sitting in 6th place, and I've only lost to Hoffenheim, which are doing above and beyond again this season. So again, this is someone you can take. I think is really cheap for £7.44. May pick one up myself. I'm not too sure. Let me know if any of you guys do. But yeah, it just looks like a solid option. 32 years of age. So obviously has the experience. See, last season he was amongst the goals. So this is obviously typically with attackers, they are sort of decisive heavy. They're not really AA capable. As you can see here, he's only got 3.9, and even in the last 3 months, he's only got 5.1. So, but 93. But having hit 93, having a hat trick in the first game and then a goal the next game. Yes, they're weaker opponents, but again, just like I said with everyone else that I pointed out in this, use them in preferable games, and then you will reap the rewards. If you can only afford this player, just take him, throw him in, and then hopefully you can hope for the best, and the other players around him, your common players, can help pick him up. But again, I feel like this guy can hit a decisive. It looks like he's going to get amongst the goals. Union Berlin typically do really well in the first half of the season at least. And they are sitting 8th. They have lost against Wolfsburg, like I said earlier, and Leipzig. It's not something I'd be afraid of now, the 2 losses, like I said, from Wolfsburg and away to Wolfsburg and home to Leipzig. Leipzig are on fire at the moment. So in regards to the last 2 scores, I've taken it all with a pinch of salt. They were 2 difficult games. But yeah, when away plays more preferable games, like away to Madrid, probably not the best. Home to Hoffenheim, they are doing well, but I think they can show some frailties at the back at times. Heidenheim, again away, could be someone you can put in. Stuttgart, Braga, he's got some great utility in him, so this is somebody you can obviously have a look at. But that is going to be my final pick, guys. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. That would be greatly appreciated. As you can see here, check out the Twitter. You can keep everything up to date. As you can see here, we run some polls, etc., like that, so you can get amongst what I decide to do next for the next video. Get amongst it, and if you haven't already, you're new to Sorare, look below me in this beautiful banner, and also the link in the description beneath this video to claim a free limited card and what you need to do for it. Anyway, guys, thank you. Bye.